Morning, guys. You see that over there? That is some planetary body on my horizon. I've been expecting it tonight because I've been sussing a few things out in these clouds when this planet comes in or whatever it is. And I was expecting to see that tonight. Now, you all know my view up my window. That is south east about, I think it's 270 degrees, I'm not sure. But that obviously should not be there at this time of the morning. Now, I think we all know what's going on, guys. That the people that live on this planet, they've messed it up in a big way. I've just been going over the Hopi Indian prophecy again. I should have done many years ago. But yeah, I wish that I kept a diary as well of every time I've seen these suns rising in my window. I was going to do it today. But what I've noticed is definitely a cycle. Definitely. And a temperature change. Like tonight, because that's come up, and you would. I've been expecting it. There's a temperature change. Total temperature change. Because when this system's closer, it's freezing cold. That's because the atmosphere on this planet system is freezing cold. And when it goes around again, it gets warmer because we're getting more of the sun. Hence why it's warm tonight. Whereas last night it was freezing cold. The last couple of weeks it's been freezing cold. So it wouldn't take too long to actually work out how many times it spins around. Not at all. And also I've learnt Orion's belt moves 90 degrees every night across the sky. 90 degrees. But I definitely think that there's certain people who are being watched right now. And I'll tell you the ones it is. It's the ones who give a shit about planet Earth and the children and the animals. That's what I can see. And it's pretty obvious to me that there's a certain group of people on YouTube who are all connected somehow. From other channels to mine to other things. Because I've noticed that there's only a certain amount of people that comment on my channel. And I know it's shadow banned because I give it to the postman, another postman, and he says he had trouble finding it at first. I've got other friends who can't see comments. All kinds of stuff going on. I've studied Galileo as well, which I did many years ago. I've just gone back to him again. I mean, the poor guy, he's just reported what he's seen outside his window, and they locked him up for it. Told him to shut up. I mean, he couldn't make it up. He made his own telescope out of a bit of wood and a bit of glass, and then boom, he could work out that Jupiter had 4 moons and stuff like that. But he had to sign a decree saying that he wouldn't say anything, and he locked him in the Vatican. Just for reporting on what you can see out of his window. But nobody believed him. I mean, does it sound familiar? We haven't moved on anywhere. We've come back round full circle. You know, people want to lock you up for telling them what you can see outside your window, and I've got one eye. And I'm over half a century old. And I can see what I can see. I can also see images in the clouds as well. They're called cloud gods, cloud spirits. There's all kinds of names for them. But these images that I'm seeing, I've seen all sorts of things. Not just faces, but Indian deities, Aztec deities, winged things. That's all I can say. As soon as I see them in the clouds, I've already got a picture of where I've seen it before. And this is serious shit. Because I've just found another channel where some guy commented, and I left a comment. There's only been a few comments on there, but basically someone's putting up pictures of clouds saying, oh, look at that planet system there. But what they're looking at is not a planet system, it's actually a sky god, a cloud sky god. And this goes back ancient times. If anybody knows what they're talking about, they will know exactly what I'm talking about. If you don't, you don't. It's as simple as that. It's also said in the Bible that I've been trying to convince people about earthly things. Like you shouldn't get apples in December. Things like that. Just one example. And people just don't understand it. So when I'm talking about things that are happening in the heavens or the skies or the universe or the Milky Way, you might as well be talking quantum mechanics to Hush Puppy or Paul Begley. It's a waste of time. It's an absolute waste of time. And 99.9% of the people I come across do not believe a word I say about things that are going on this planet. So if I'm trying to explain things in the spiritual realm or the astral realm, I can completely understand why people would think that I'm insane. I truly get it. But you know what upsets me the most about in all this? That not that many people really give a shit. I mean really give a shit about the children, the animals, and Mother Earth. You know what I mean? This planet. It's just, I just can't believe it. Out of 7 billion people, you're talking thousands, not millions. I don't think you're talking millions. I mean, for that reason alone, it's got, you know, and we've got the blue Katina in now, and that's prophesied in the Hopi prophecy. It's painted on a bloody wall. So, but anyone listening to this thinking, oh, it's all doom and gloom, it certainly is not. There is for some certain section of this planet, but not for others. No way. There's going to be a paradigm shift, and that's it. Because there needs to be. And science needs to be rewritten. Physics, astronomy, the whole lot. Because it's decades behind. A bit like some of the numbknuckles who are on this planet. We need new tenants, basically. That's all it is. And that's why I taught my kids all about this stuff when they were very young, about the planets and the animals and everything else. Taking my kids to the tip, teaching them about recycling. Even when as soon as they were old enough to walk into a tip, and it looks like it might come in handy. Because even right now, I mean, some people think that they're saved or they're going to heaven or whatever. That's fine. People can have their opinions, but I tell you what, it's a very narrow gap. It's a big door, but it's a narrow gap. I mean, who would want to be surrounded by most of the people you're surrounded by now? And another beautiful place? Really? I don't think so. Most of these people can't even inside his shoelace. They don't even know the belt of Orion. I mean, if I had a telescope and all the stuff that these guys have got access to, I would spend 24 hours a day looking through that thing, and nothing would get past me. Not a thing. So yeah, I'm studying all sorts at the minute, but Galileo. What a shame for that man. Unbelievable. Well, he might be gone, but he's not forgotten. I'll tell you that. Anyway, that's my philosophical half hour. But I'm up for a reason, like I said, because I knew this would come up tonight, because I've been waiting for it, because I've not seen it for weeks. And I'm going to put it in my calendar tonight. I don't know how many times I'm going to see it again, but it's worth noting. And the temperature as well, which I'm going to check before I put that in my diary. But yeah, just basics of looking out your windows. People have lost it completely. I mean, I've got a Belt of Orion on my window, which I found in the Vitruvian Man. Was I also found Ras tunic in the Vitruvian Man by Da Vinci, because the waistcoat is one's highest side than the other. And we know what that means. And I've also found another connection with the Orion belt and Ras tunic on the Da Vinci picture, which tried to hide in there. And I understand why they hide things as well. Because like I said, my first job, if I get a chance, will be to start preparing for when this happens again in another 13,000 years' time, or however long it is. That's any tenant that gets left here, or wherever we're going, that's got to be the first job. How are we going to let these people know when this happens again? Because it's just a cycle of life. So there's got to be somebody else left behind to let these people know about this stuff. And hopefully this time, the tenants are not going to abuse it like the rebellious house of you-know-who were given this opportunity, but fell under the illusion that they could actually take on the Creator and somehow avoid the inevitable by planet hopping in a little system that we existed at the minute. And I say little because it's little compared to the cosmos. Anyway, I'm going to have a smoke and a cup of tea while the electric is still on. And I still keep thinking about my dog and him putting his head on. I got on my hands and knees on Mother Earth and said a prayer for this dog. And this dog put his hand on my head while I said the whole prayer. Because I'm sure dogs are old souls. I'm sure of it. The poor buggers. But anyway, peace out, guys.